and I hop in the truck about 10. Go down the beach looking for turtle crawls.
We will do a ride, and then we'll try to walk some to get the lights off the beach for a while, give them a chance to come up, because it takes them a long time to get up there and actually get to lay in the nest.
If you see a crawl, you stop the truck, turn your lights out, and you can hop out and sneak up behind her and see what she's doing.
Out there in the Atlantic, turtles lurk. This is the only time that turtles ever come ashore, isn't it?
For sea turtles?
Yeah.
They come ashore to nest, and that's it.
When they come in is up to the turtles, so all night it's down the beach and up again, keeping track turtle-wise.
Tagged turtle research has been going on for about 30 years. A tremendous fascination that they would be coming back to Jekyll, every year from traveling thousands of miles between nesting seasons, and sometimes not nesting but every other year or every third year.
We're liable to find most in. Loggerhead turtles used to come ashore by the thousands. Now it's a few at a time. Every one is an event.
Okay. We have to sort of stop her and tag her if she needs tags. We'll tell us if she comes back again, if she's been here before, and if she goes somewhere else.
Okay, what you got? You got it?
96.
There's a tremendous fascination with sea creatures that come onto the land and give you that opportunity to view them in that critical stage of their life cycle when they lay the eggs and entrust them to the sun and the sand to hatch.
This is a big privilege to be able to do this. A lot of people would like to do this. I think it's a very big privilege.
Dawn on Jekyll Island, Georgia. Another night's work. This is Leroy Powell for Good Day Atlanta.
Don't go away because you're going to get to meet Scooter. It's a sea turtle. Stay tuned. Good morning and welcome back to Coastal Sunrise. It is 6:50 and you just got your first glimpse of Scooter, which is a sea turtle, and to tell us more about this particular sea turtle and a lot of other ways that you can help save wildlife is Charles Maley from the Department of Natural Resources. Thank you for joining me this morning.
Thank you, Julie.
Okay, first of all, Scooter is a sea turtle, but what type of sea turtle?
Scooter's a loggerhead sea turtle. He hatched from an egg on Ossabaw Island right here in Chatham County. And he's about 3 months old out of the egg, and we brought him to the office because all of his siblings in the nest with him had left, leaving him at the bottom of the nest, so we kind of salvaged him and made him sort of a spokesmodel for our
They left
program.
you all alone and didn't take you with you? Now, tell me a little bit more about this particular species. Are they endangered, or are they?
Loggerheads are the only species of sea turtles that nest in Georgia regularly. They are protected by the Endangered Species Act, but more specifically categorized as threatened, which is less critical than endangered, but could slip into that category if their conditions
I see he's
worsen.
starting to eat. What type of food does he eat?
Loggerheads typically are omnivorous. They'll eat anything, and when they're this size and out in the ocean, they'll take a stab at whatever they see, and if it doesn't fight back, they'll probably eat it.
Okay. We do have some video of bigger loggerheads that I want to see if we can play as we continue to talk about this so that everyone can see how big they get. What happens as they grow up?
When they enter the ocean, they swim off, never to return to our area. They do return to the area, but it takes them quite a while, maybe 10 to 15 or 25 years to mature and return to Georgia to nest.
How big do they get?
This one will have to increase its size about 1,000 times.
Can you pick them up?
Sure, we'll have to get a quick look at them. The adult female is around 250 to 300 pounds, and the males get a little bit larger than that.
Now, he has a little beak on the front of his nose. Can we get a close-up shot of him? Like a little beak. What is that for?
the egg tooth at the top of his nose there helps him free himself from the egg when they're in the nest, and that becomes less pronounced as they mature.
Aw, he's so cute.
But you can see they're streamlined and adapted to life in the ocean. No toes or anything like that. They're swimming.
Okay, now I keep on saying he, but you told me an interesting story. There's only one way to tell if it's a he or a she, and how can you tell?
You can only tell when their sex organs are developed. At this age, it's hard to tell.
Okay.
And in fact, it's impossible to tell, and when they mature, you can be sure that the ones that are nesting are females. And other visual characteristics.
Well, we have a way to save not only sea turtles, but a lot of other different wildlife, and that is by your income tax. Now, how does this work?
The income tax checkoff is a pretty good system for the average Georgian to directly participate in preserving and managing the 95% of all species in Georgia that are considered non-game, and that means that they aren't legally hunted, trapped, farmed, or fished.
Okay.
And
so when people get their tax forms, and my hands are wet here, but I have a tax form on my hand, on line 27 of Form 500 and on line 6 of Form EZ, there's a question. It says, Georgia Wildlife Conservation Fund, and you can put in an amount that you want to go towards protecting all these species, right?
That's right.
Have we seen an improvement by this?
Well, each year, the non-game fund receives around $250,000 in checkoff monies. There is another checkoff fund there, and I don't want to tell anyone not to contribute to that one. Share with that fund as well, but be as generous as you can with the non-game program. All of our operational funds and habitat acquisition funds come from donations from the general public.
Okay, thank you for coming in today, and hopefully everyone will be checking off and helping this out. I also want to tell everybody we will have someone from the Department of Natural Resources on every month to bring on a different animal and to tell how we can start saving our wildlife. Thank you for joining me this morning.
Fantastic. Glad to be here.
Okay, we'll be right back with more Coastal Sunrise, but first let's take a look at our community calendar.